Cheryl, thank you so much for being willing to sit down with me and chat. Can you tell me, what was the reason that you initially came in to see me?
So the initial reason that I actually came to see you was, I'd hurt my back. I'd moved up here from Idaho and my back wasn't feeling well. And, a lot of times doctors will say, hey, let's start adjusting. Let's get right in there. And you took the time to get the x-rays, to dig a little deeper, and you uncovered something both of us never expected. It was actually quite an astounding discovery. It was life-changing, and it's kind of set me on a course over the past 2+ years of healing. And the thing that was tremendous about it is that it could have potentially saved my life. And I believe that it is, because not only is chiropractic treatment the whole body, getting the blood flowing, getting everything moving and flowing the way that it should, but the services that you provide here with your adjunct services of medical equipment and machinery and diagnostics, it's really the whole body approach. It's a holistic, natural approach. And it's helped me in my healing and in my recovery. And I'm indebted to you for that. It was a miracle that you did due diligence and you went beyond what most clinicians and doctors would do.
That is amazing. I don't have to ask you any questions, do I? Just tell me a little bit. And so I want to acknowledge, there was a diagnosis that we discovered that was a total surprise, right? The reason we do the thorough examination and x-rays is to rule these things out. We don't ever want to have a situation where somebody begins treating with us and something more serious is going on that we don't discover. And then what happens down the line when conditions worsen? So just like a little bit of history, past chiropractic, I know you had gone for many years on a pretty regular basis, right?
I did. And it's not just the diet and the exercise and inflammation in your body that can cause a myriad of things.
Right.
Headaches, sleeplessness, cancer, diabetes, all of these things. The chiropractic treatment, again, keeps that blood flow, keeps everything circulating and healthy in the body. But one of the things that you did for me, which was tremendous, is to link me with not just adjunct services here that you provide, but also with research. Because, now you've got to be your own doctor. You've got to provide the research. You've got to get all of that from PubMed and AI and back it up, because they don't always just give you the treatment that they want to. Pharmaceutical companies are making a tremendous amount of money, and they're doing that by having their, products out there.
Right.
And so things that are off-label or things that are not as well researched or have money behind them are not going to get that kind of funding and support. So you've really pushed me in that direction, and I'm so grateful. And it's helping me with my recovery. And there are measurable points along the way that I've been able to physically see with a CT scan, with an x-ray. All of these things have pointed to these protocols that I'm using to heal. And I would not have been in that situation had you not supported me the way that you have, just hands-on in so many ways.
I think that we've been a very good match, right? You are very bright, very much a go-getter. You want to figure problems out. You know that if you just leave it in the hands of your doctors, that you're not going to get anywhere, and they don't have all the answers. And that's not necessarily something we have to blame them for, right? Everyone has their specialty. But I think what's unique in the situation with you and I is that we both are digging. And we want a good outcome. And this is what we always want, right? This is what I always want with all of my patients. If you're coming in and you're strictly a chiropractic patient, your lower back or your neck or whatever it is the trouble area, we need to figure out not just how do we make it feel better temporarily, but figure out what's causing it and how do we resolve that to begin with, right? So your situation is really the same. It's just that it encompasses, some organic problems and some quite serious ones that really warranted not dragging our feet.
Exactly.
And making sure we dug and figured things out. So from the perspective of just chiropractic and being adjusted itself, how does this help you? I know you talked about blood flow and some other things. But in terms of how you feel and how you function, because I know you do a lot to take care of yourself, how does chiropractic in our office fit in with that?
Well, it helps push me further physically, because if my spine is in a relaxed state and positioned correctly, I'm able to lift more, I'm able to get more physically fit, I've got more blood circulation, my heart's pumping, my body is working, my immune system is pumped, energy is expended better, vitamins are better absorbed.
Right.
I mean, even just moisture in your body, which is 90% of us, right? All of those things are helped with chiropractic care, and any kind of radical recovery that you want in your life, it's mind, it's body, it's emotional, it's mental, it's physical. And chiropractic care encompasses all those things.
You have such a long list, and it's an accurate list, right? So I love working with patients like you, even absent having other health issues, because you're a team player. You understand that when I go to a chiropractor, not only do I need for them to do a good workup and really understand my condition and have a good plan for approaching it, but also be willing to do the work, whether that's exercise or making a dietary modification or whatever else. And you're all over that. So you're a dream to work with. And I want to say at this moment, you've improved so much in every area. And we both have, a lot of reason for just tremendous hope with you moving forward. I know a year from now, 2 years from now, you're going to still be coming in on your maintenance basis, taking care of your spine. Your health is going to be tremendous. And I really appreciate you. I wonder, is there anything that you would say to anybody else who sees this, or a friend that you bump into on the street who, whether or not they say, I have a little crick in my neck, or I get some headaches, or nothing. If the topic of chiropractic were to come up, what would you say to them?
I would say that it's ultimately important to be receptive and understand what's going on in your body in order to help heal it. And if you're not armed with that information, then you can't get better. And you're the type of doctor that can get someone there, because you look outside the box and you also look at the hard facts. And that's important, because you have to deal with facts before you can get to resolution and get to conclusion and get to recovery.
If I can just throw one last point in here, I often will use a comparison with dental care. People will go to the dentist twice a year for a cleaning and an exam, despite their mouth feeling fine, right? And having no indication of cavities, right? They go because they're taking care of their oral health. We don't tend to think this way about our spine. This is housing our central nervous system, right? And I think what you've been saying is that requires attention and care. And this is kind of the message that I like to get across to patients and really to the general public.
Yeah, and I think it's tremendous. I mean, you and I have talked about the microbiome even in the mouth, because, your mouth, your tongue, your germs, it's your hands and your mouth are germ breeders. And so having the probiotics, the dental probiotics, and other kinds of, supplementary, medicinals and treatments is really your approach, and has really been very beneficial for me to hit all angles of the body healing.
So you're amazing with the research that you do. Can I say you're a retired principal?
Yes, I am.
I mean, you're a smart cookie, and you know how to dig, you know how to research, you know how to get what you need. And I'm so happy to be doing my part of it, researching and finding out which nutrients do I think you need, or what facility might you check into for a different type of therapy. There's so much out there that can help people. And I just truly believe that it's the role and job of a doctor to dig and to help their patients and to go beyond just, this is what I know, this is my typical day in and day out protocol. When somebody has a need outside of that, you need to dig beyond that.
Absolutely.
And I'm so happy that we've done it together. I think we're such a great team.
I think so too, and I know that I am in capable hands with you, and that anyone that comes here should know that there's a level of trust that they will have with you and personal care that I don't think I've ever experienced with any other chiropractor for sure, and with many other doctors I've worked with, especially a lot lately. So good hands. You'll be in tremendous hands working with you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you.
Great.